this in. Gotta go make a pit stop. The defense will have a boost against outside run plays. Got no touchdowns. 16. Tackle. That guy's been hurt. Martinez. Good gracious. That guy got 81 tackles. Wow.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And that is incomplete. We take a glance now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball for Pittsburgh. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They got number 96 out there like that.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating off play action. Flacco bearing one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Good job.
Picked off near the 42.
Till it, why are you even in the game? I'll put you on 3rd string.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And Pittsburgh getting set to...
Let mean, to it, God, doggeds, man. Man, they should put you in a glass vase or something, man. How'd you get hurt?
Take the field. And Charles, if the season ended today and it's like we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Wow.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Oh,
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver.
This guy here, man, wow. I mean, how does that happen, man?
Tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively pure frustration.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. see how they attack him here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Once more, it's Flacco. Caught by Snead over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my #1 target.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Roethlisberger. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first?
Watch this, guys. Watch this. So this guy's open. Watch this. Whoop. God, that guy would have broke his freaking wrist. You know what?
Down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Dobbs. And an alley to run. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And they'll go on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Look at this. Look at this. Why don't you? Wow. Jesus. I mean, that has to be a drop, right? Like, that has to be a drop.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So
second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again on first down, Lynch. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Flacco now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Flacco. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Lynch. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got Snead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, the run with Lynch. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Flacco.
Bam!
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He leaps over him. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. This is Scarborough. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that.
Good job. Oh, they was in my defense, or the Coach Riley defense. Wow, that was easy right there. He wouldn't have been down in two-hand touch.
Good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Michael Crabtree and company now heading back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he determined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on 2nd. They dump it off to Lynch. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating out of the gun. Flacco caught right side. It's Snead. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go pass again with Flacco. He uncorks it for Snead and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Burnett.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Le'Veon Bell. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see they trailed the visiting Cowboys. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs.
Hello?
Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans.
Well, what do you mean it's broken? It doesn't work at all?
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together?
Joel said it still works.
For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and
why are you guys yelling
here to start the third quarter? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Why
offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it.
Oh, my goodness. You know, I can never hear you guys because you guys just yell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
Let me talk to your mom.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let me talk to your mom. Good gracious.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, my goodness.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4
out of 6. Let me talk to your mother.
Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
Now Dobbs.
Yes.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, let me talk to your mother.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
What? My question is, why are they yelling? Good grief. Oh my goodness.
And they'll run it here.
I would probably have a nervous breakdown if I was still there. Good gracious. They just yell and yell and yell and yell.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern
now,
here because
does the headset still work?
Running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right.
Well, he's
going
gonna
to
have to live.
So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Oh my. So they threw a snowball in the house?
Now they'll run it with Scarborough.
So why is she throwing?
Gain of 5, but still about
Can,
3 yards
can you ask Joel why she's throwing snow in the house?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So she throws it and hits his game in the port. Oh
the
my
Steelers
goodness.
on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And they'll go on the ground.
He's going to want some of that money that I just sent her.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Oh my goodness.
This offense number 1 in the NFL and picking up first downs in their run game got him another
You
one.
know what's Jesse doing? Because every time I call Jesse, he ain't yelling. He just, what's he doing?
Controlling the clock and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Good gracious.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Oh. So now is Whitney home too? Is she yelling too?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Oh, okay. Now where's Zay?
They run. This is Scarborough. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
What?
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, I got a question. Why are you throwing snow in the house?
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Yep.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st
But
and
he's
10.
playing his game, so you think it's okay to hit him in the head with a snowball in the house?
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they'll go with the ground.
Well,
attack
you know,
here. And he'll be brought
I
down
told your
at
mother
the
if I
21,
still lived there,
just
I'd
shy of
probably
20
be in
red
the
zone.
hospital with a nervous
They'll get
breakdown
right out
because
of that one
all
as
you
the
guys do
result
is yell.
continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the
Good
last thing
gracious.
they need, especially when they look up at the
Every
scoreboard.
time I call, all I hear is ah, ah, ah. Good gracious. Oh my God. Well, you know, I never hear Jesse yelling.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh,
9 on the carry
he's
that
the
time,
sane
and set
one.
up with a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what
Oh,
I'm
my
seeing. Those guys
goodness.
up front, they're getting
Oh
it done.
my
Doesn't
goodness.
matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of
Oh my
scrimmage
goodness.
and dominating
No, and
right
where's
now
the mom
this
sitting on the
drive.
couch? No, Whitney. Whitney! She doesn't hear him jumping? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He said, Savion! Savion!
And they'll
Oh.
go ground game here
Oh.
on the tailback. And
Well,
he'll get-
listen. 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 I gotta run to the store. So, if you guys are good, I sent your mom the money, half of the money for your window. So, whenever you get it done, let me know. Take a picture of it so I can see it. All right. Well, please. Well, how about this? How about let's not throw any more snowballs, even with the snow still there. How about that? All right. Hey, bye. I love you, okay? What the temperature is where? It's pretty chilly. It's like hold on. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 57 degrees.
It's 57 degrees.
Low of 43 degrees.
Yeah, but that's really cold. That's really cold for here. So that's like 20 degrees up there because it's really cold. We're not. Yeah, we're not used to that down here. What would they say?
Here to the 10-yard line.
Oh man, good gracious! I'd be a little fudsicle.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done.
13
drive.
inches. Oh
The
my
holes
God.
have been large,
Hey,
and they've
well,
been barreling through
y'all
and
better
picking
get
up
to the
first
store,
downs.
get some milk and
All
eggs and
runs on
bread.
this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Listen,
And he's going to find his way forward.
All right. No, I was gonna say make sure you take the picture when you get your windows tinted so I can see it. You know that's illegal, right? If they pull you over, they'll make you take it off, and you got 3 days or something like that to take it off. Oh, wait. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to you. All right, let me talk to your mom. All right, bye. I love you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You got your front windshield tinted? So what did you think he was going to do? goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Here for a modest game.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Uh,
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yard.
oh my goodness. Now, so the second time it was a Shelbyville police officer. Yeah, well, when they got me in Shelbyville, they gave me like 3 or 4 days or whatever, a week, maybe it's 5 days to take it off, and then I had to prove that I took it off. So maybe they must, I don't know, maybe they're kinder and gentler now. But tell Joel, I'm only paying once to get them windows tinted.
There again, O-line, they've been solid.
Yeah, whatever's legal, because I'm only paying once.
That says if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive.
Yes. Now, who's this? Angela? I don't know who I'm talking to. Good gracious. All right, listen. I told them that I have to go to the store. Everything is, she's got the money for the windows. Jameis's headset is okay because he'd still be crying about it if it wasn't. So, I gotta run to the store. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Finish it off the same way.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run again with Lynch. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating off play action. Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Jay Bromley.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And they'll run it here. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. And a Steeler pressure too
Ah, way
much
to
here.
get
He's
there,
going down.
TJ.
T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Flacco caught left side to Crabtree. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And now running right through it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Dude, come on.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first and 10, Dobbs shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They better not cheat me.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Ohio! Here we go!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time he just didn't.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Flacco now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To pass, Flacco. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Passing play, Flacco. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, Flacco now. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tipped.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were...
Let's look at that. That ball got tipped. We jumped in the air. Oh, you just threw it off the helmet. Doink! Oh, that ball, he threw it right off Walton's helmet. Doink!
ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
So the clock has to stop. They just cheat, man. They just absolutely cheat. Because the clock, so they get a guy hurt. So the clock has to stop. Cheat, Reds.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Block up on the wave up.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Good job, guys.
A road win in the National Football.